Hey, Sean Devlin, the mortgage shoes man, 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 shoes man. Hey, Sean Devlin, the mortgage shoes man. Hey, Sean Devlin, the mortgage shoot man, coming at you with Thursday's thoughts. Thursday's thoughts on DU and FICO and DTI buckets. And I was having a real good conversation with one of my LOs that's interacted with me yesterday. And I was helping them see how DU works kind of in increments. So we're talking FHA right now. Ultimately, you know, if you're under 580 from 500, which is the lowest on FHA, to 579, you have to have 10% down. If you're in that area, you're 3143 hard-coded. That's that minimum. That's the maximum ratios you're going to have. So 3143. So that's 30.999 over 42.999. That's what it looks like, okay? So it doesn't mean over that. It means under that. So if you're 580 plus, that's where the 3.5% down comes, or 96.5% LTV. This is very typical for an FHA loan. In between 580 and 619 is kind of a gray area. There's a lot of lenders out there that have FICO restrictions, DTI overlays, things like that. What I am going to tell you is you just kind of got to know the parameters for one, manual compensating factor underwrite, and two, manual underwriting compensating factors. So it's 37 over 47 and 40 over 50. So it's pretty self-explanatory. You have one compensating factor, been on a job a long time, 3 months reserves, you know, things like that. You're going to be in a good position to probably be able to get that 580 to 619 guy approved as high as 37 over 47. Can it go higher? Potentially. Now, there's buckets with this approval system. And as you already know, 40 over 50 is the second one. So if you have two compensating factors, 40 over 50 is where it would be at. Well, if you have one compensating factor that's identified on the 1003 that's clear as day, you go to run it and you're over 50 on the back end, but you're under 37 on the front end. Well, what you can say you're 34 and a half or something like that. Well, what you could be doing is you could be trying, okay, well, does it work under 50? And then does that 49.99? And then if you get another not so good response from DU, you can try to lower it down by loan amount and what have you, rate, lower insurance, whatever makes your back end and your front end align, so you're at 46.99. So there's little increments that you would want to try to obtain the approval. It's just a matter of finagling with the numbers a little bit. Oftentimes, obviously, lowering the loan amount to make that happen. But these are the things that you want to know. You should be able to look at a 1003 and a 1008 and determine, well, okay, I got a 613 FICO and, 52 and a half on the back end is probably not going to fly. I better run that. But if you look at the 1008 and you've got a 605 FICO and it's 34 over 42, that's almost a no-brainer. I don't think you really even need to run DU. That would even qualify for a manual all by itself, assuming you've got one comp factor inside of the 1003. You just have to know how to look at it. Now, if you're 620 plus, in theory, DU will approve your DTI as high as 57, which is 56.99. So not 57 point something, 56.99. So the point is, you almost kind of have to look at it like a risk threshold in these buckets, with the FICO and the DTI working hand in hand, because you're not getting a 585 FICO approved at 5% DTI. Anything over 50. I mean, it's just not going to work. So, and if you do, show it to me. I'd love to see it. It's probably a lot of reserves in there. Probably not at 96.5. It's probably not a gift. Probably has his own money. I mean, there's a lot of other things that would go into it. So, but this little buckets that I'm talking about should be what you're thinking of as you look at these deals. Again, the whole point of today's Thursday Stock was to give you kind of like a box to be able to utilize. Again, 31.43, 37 over 47, and 40 over 50. Those are the keys that you want to be looking at in your FICO buckets. My name is Sean Devlin, the Mortgage Juice Man, coming at you with Thursday Stocks. Share, interact, like, repeat. Have yourself a wonderful day. So well.